loans give more returns. Get more security and more interest on your fixed deposits from Sri Lanka's largest finance company, LOVI Finance.
Hi, I'm Asanka De Mel with LOVI Ceylon, and I will be answering the living's burning questions today.
Hi Asanka, thank you very much for being on the show. It's lovely to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, so the first question that we have for you today is, what motivated you to establish LOVI, and how do you envision its role in shaping the fashion industry?
You start with such a hard question. Fashion industry? Actually, it's very simple. I love being Sri Lankan. I love the country. I love the people. I love our culture, and I want to be, proudly Sri Lankan. I want to express being Sri Lankan, and I want the clothes that I could wear that can express that way. When I was looking around, even some years back, I felt like the nationals were quite, not much innovation has happened in them, and it was difficult to adapt it into the way we lived, today. So that's the genesis of this one. I wanted to create a company that, based on the Sri Lankan identity, that we can project being proudly Sri Lankan, like the Italians do, or the Americans do, or the French do, or the British do. We wanted to be able to, project proudly Sri Lankan.
So how do you ensure that LOVI's designs authentically represent the rich cultural heritage of Sri Lanka?
Well, we have to be really grateful because we have a rich cultural heritage, and then our job as a design company is to kind of see how people live, what they dream, what they want to see for their lives, and be able to take the roots that we have, and then be able to kind of make it true. For example, you have seen over here we have like Nilame jackets. We have a range called the modern Nilame jackets, right? And the idea of the modern Nilame jacket is that the old Nilame jacket, which was about roughly came into fashion around 1800, is it's there, and it's kind of continuing still, with especially the Perahara and some of the Mullandum, but it is not really how we live today. So we wanted to, and especially if you want to dress, you need other people to dress it. It's not, there's a lot of problems around it. So we wanted to make it accessible. We wanted to make it available for people. So how do you wear a Nilame jacket to a club in New York? Right? Why shouldn't we wear a Nilame jacket to a club in New York? Right? So you have to make the Nilame jacket version that can be worn to a club in New York, or for that matter a club in Colombo. Or how can we make it our clothes, for parties, for social gatherings, for all kinds of occasions that we wear. So what we are doing with LOVI is to take our culture and represent it in a way that people can add it into their daily lives, right? So they don't need, otherwise you only have essentially Western clothes for most of it, and maybe for some special occasions we'll add a sari or a jacket or something like that. So we are trying to give them an option.
That's amazing. Okay, can you share any insights into the design process behind LOVI's groomwear collection?
Yeah.
Including your sources of inspiration, because the wedding season is upon us. So how do you work around this?
We actually, first of all, it's a blessed event, right? And it's two people coming together to create a new, future. Two families coming together. It's in our culture, especially, it's a big dream. It's probably one of the biggest events in a person's life, and possibly even one of the most expensive events in a person's life. But we look at actually is quite differently about this. It's about honoring, because if you're on a porua or in a church or the actual moment of the wedding is quite small, maybe 45 minutes. So how do you honor the upbringing? How do you honor the future that you're trying to create? How do you honor all the people who essentially help you get there? And also to kind of honor and thank the people who are going to help you stay and grow as humans, right? So that is how it's the underlying essence of our collection. And in here it's that's how we are approaching it, the wedding clothes. Of course we have colors, styles, but the essence of it is just honor and cherishing of this union, that moment. That's the essence of LOVI's, all this, groom clothes, and then we go crazy with the designs.
That's nice to hear. Okay, so how do you, LOVI, cater to the diverse preference and taste of grooms when designing a particular collection?
Yeah, again, it's your wedding, so first of all we encourage you to really kind of see what you prefer. So that's why we have a huge range. Even in this shop you have nearly 100 groomswear options. So it's a wide range because you want to express how you want to be. One of the other parts is not only honoring, but in that few minutes you want to be you, right? That moment, and this is a little bit why I wanted to even the modern Nilame jackets, because if you're not used to wearing it on a regular basis, that moment you feel like a different person in all that clothing. So we wanted to create clothes that make you feel like you actually getting married to your bride, right? So to your partner. So that is why the essence of it.
So let's talk about the materials and craftsmanship, right? So what kind of materials or craftsmanship techniques are used to create these masterpieces that we see here in this store?
Well, we are lucky. We have a lot of craft work still remaining in Sri Lanka. We have beautiful handloom techniques that have come over the generations. We try to incorporate as much of it, and then at the same time we have integrated a lot of handwork and techniques that people as craft that we can introduce to add another dimension, and all of this is done in-house for us. So we build a team that can accommodate all of that.
Okay, so we're on to our last question. What excites you the most about the future of LOVI, and what aspirations do you hold for growth and influence of your brand?
Wow, that's a lot of questions in one. Actually, I actually think much more we are just at infancy in LOVI. Maybe we are like, like a toddler. We have over the last 7 years or so, we've now kind of got enough, little bit of strength in our legs and a little bit of strength in our arms, but we are just at the very beginning from what LOVI could be. And our aspiration is to create a great brand that people are proud to represent Sri Lanka in. So that's my dream, and that's what the team's dream, and that's what we are working on. We have a great team, and everything's possible because of it.
And so taking Sri Lanka to the rest of the world.
Absolutely.
Through your designs.
Absolutely. We want to represent the beautiful culture that we have. Firstly, to all Sri Lankans who want to proudly wear and show, because it honors us, it adds confidence to us that we are as good as any, and then we are able to share that with the world.
All right, okay. So we've come to the end of segment 1, Asanka. Thank you for answering our questions. And we have a little fun game that we have planned for you.
Oh,
so
that's a surprise.
So we will see you back in segment 2.
Thank you.
What makes a truly awesome insurance company? Is it the skills to manage big numbers and big responsibilities? Well, that's definitely part of it. But there's more. It's the people. They're awesome. Super passionate about looking out for others and putting in their time for people's finances. It's not just the people. It's how we do things that's awesome. From being trendsetters of the industry to being connectors or inventors. It's about well-being and how we achieve it. Our teams hustle non-stop to meet the needs of the people. That's why we're on the rise. But it's not just about how we do things either. It's about how we improve things. Helping our clients thrive in a world that's full of awesome goals to achieve. Making the maximum out of the minimum. But wait, there's more to it. There's one last thing that truly makes an insurance company awesome. It's that we care about our people and our customers. All of this combined, it's been a pretty awesome year. And we're excited for tomorrow.
Hi Asanka, so welcome back to segment 2, and we have a game for you today. And what we have for you today is this or that. So I will read out something which has 2 parts in it, and you have to pick either one of them. You can't say both or you can't say neither. You have to pick. Some of them are funny, some of them are a little serious, some of them are unrealistic.
Sure.
So let's start.
Let's go for it.
The first one. Smartest person in the world or richest person in the world?
Smartest person in the world.
Save 100 strangers or one loved one?
I have to go for the 100 strangers.
Okay. See the future or change the past?
Future.
Time machine or magic wand?
Time machine.
Logic or emotion?
Oh, wow, you are really putting me on the spot here. I think you have to go with some logic.
Okay.
But you have to go with logic, but I will actually do the opposite.
You go with emotions.
I will say I will go with the logic, but I will do with the emotion.
Emotions, okay. So words or actions?
Actions.
Predictability or excitement?
Excitement.
Success or happiness? It's one
Happiness is success. I think I answered it.
Okay, all right, okay.
Of course,
Right.
happiness.
Good, okay. Poor and happy or rich and miserable?
Rich and happy.
No, it's
All the people I know rich are also happy. So
Not
I'll go
really.
with rich and miserable.
all right, okay.
I'll
Cherished,
pay somebody else to make me happy.
okay. Cherished or respected?
Cherished.
Intense pain for 10 minutes or dull pain for a day?
Intense.
Misunderstood after death or forgotten after death?
I'm dead already.
Yeah, but how would you like to be remembered? Misunderstood or forgotten?
I'm dead already.
Hero or anti-hero?
Hero, definitely.
Overly optimistic or overly pessimistic?
Optimistic.
False hope or unnecessary anxiety?
Isn't it a beautiful day today?
You have to pick one.
I was trying to avoid the question. I'll go with false hope.
Okay. Massive success by accident or modest success on purpose?
I had a teacher who always said, Asanka, you'd rather be lucky than right. So I'll go with massive success by accident.
Okay. Underestimated or overestimated?
Underestimated.
No company or bad company?
No company, for sure.
Pain-
Than bad company. Okay, I'd rather have company, but not bad company.
Okay. Painful truth or comforting lie?
Painful truth.
Pause time or rewind time?
Pause.
Okay. Free travel for 1 year or free lodging for 5 years?
Free travel.
Second chance at love or second chance for your career?
I hope I don't get to have this, but love.
Okay, alright. Netflix or cable?
Netflix.
Be embarrassed or be afraid?
Be embarrassed.
Reality shows or documentaries?
Documentaries.
Air guitar or air drums?
I would say drums.
Okay. Comedian in a serious film or a serious actor in a comedy film?
What would Seinfeld say?
It's your choice.
What I'm asking you, what would I'll see Seinfeld in any movie. So a comedian in any movie.
Okay. The comedian in a serious film.
Yes.
Okay. Loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Loud neighbors.
Okay. Group feedback or one-on-one feedback?
One-on-one.
Angry client or angry co-worker?
Let's hope neither.
You have to pick one. Okay, in reality neither, but if you are to choose from one.
Angry co-worker.
Alright, okay. So we've come to the end of segment 2 and that's the game for you. Thank you Asanka for being on the show. It's wonderful to have you with us today and we wish you the very best, wish LOVI the very best in taking our very rich cultural heritage into the rest of the world.
Thank you very much for having me and thank you for all the wishes and support and I wish you guys the very best for this year too.
Thank you.
There you have it. These are my answers to the questions and the game. Be sure to check out Living's Instagram and Facebook pages for the latest episodes of Living Gets Real.